Hello and welcome back to the Plague Inc. channel, or Plague Inc. channel. It's not the Plague Inc. channel, it's the BA Gaming channel. But welcome back to Plague Inc. on the BA Gaming channel. Um, Sorry for yesterday about Rebel Inc. not going up. We've had two new kittens move into the household, and we were trying to sort everything out for them, i.e. the vets, etc. Vets making sure they had everything they needed to just explore around the house, tidying up the house, etc. Making it a bit more cat friendly than what it was. So that's what we've been doing. So today I'm going to go for the Prion, slow, subtle, and extremely complex pathogen hidden inside the brain. Going to go for that today. In terms of genes, we've got the Darwinist. I'm definitely going to put in. Suppression is the new one, which is mostly crossed slow border. I think we go for that one today. If it's slow, it might some borders might close. I think we're at BA14. Um, I'm not 100% sure though, but we'll go with BA14. Um, and we're going to start off in Saudi Arabia, I think. So in terms of abilities, we've got this. So it's atrophy of the brain, and nothing else has changed, has it? Just trying to have a look through. No, nothing else has changed. It's just the brain one. Okay, we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. What's going on? Oh, I've paused the game. That's probably what. I was like, what? It's like, why is there no planes? It's just 'cause I paused the game. That is fair enough. Right. So we want to get those things straight away, don't we? The fours. I want to get up to four straight away. Right. So we've already got six people infected, so that's decent. We're only three. Uh, Canadians celebrate a treaty. Um, Interesting for the Canadians. Abilities, so we're going to go for that. So it comes complex tasks become harder, so the brain is a bit more in with it. So we're only at 10 at the minute. I think it's going to struggle to move for the first part, so we're just going to sit around and wait for it, and then hopefully it gets better. So you can control the plague by indirectly by evolving it. But we can't evolve anything yet because we ain't got no points. Um, That puts up to four, which will be able to give us some symptoms. We definitely want to go. I think we want to go rash. We probably wanted to start off down here, down insomnia, and make you go proper mental in the brain. So that might be the next one that we go for. Votes to leave the EU, yeah, that's happened in real life. It's one thing I definitely didn't want to do, but it's happened, so you have to deal with it these days. The old people taking charge. Right, we'll do that one as well. Hopefully, the infection rate slowly increasing. Slowly does it. Um, just now creeping up to more than one person kind of every day, I think it is. So hopefully that's fine. New aid program for poor countries. That's kind of annoying, but can't really do much about that. We'll go for some more of them, and then we'll go definitely save up our points now to get some transmissions and stuff because we are now getting infections quite high. So the more people that we infect, the better. But then obviously we need to transmit that disease to different countries. So that is what we're going to be doing. I don't think this is going to be as easy as the 1-1 when we did the 1-1 straight away. We have infected hundreds though, which is fantastic. 9 points for that. What's that one? That's at 8. So we kind of want to get to 9 just to get the transmissions flowing a little bit. And then hopefully, no, it's up to 8. Actually, yeah, if we go to 8, we'll do that first. And then that one. Yeah. So we're up to nearly 400 people, just crossed over 400 people infected, which is fantastic. All in Saudi Arabia at the minute, but as soon as that reaches over, obviously it will then increase. To 7. We just got a boost of 3 there. Let's go livestock, because I never really do livestock. I want to try it. I want to try that out. Try that out a little bit. There we go. Spreading over to the Middle East. Cyst mutated, which is lovely to see. I want to go blood as well, just on the pretense that it's a brain disease. Might be a good thing to have blood involved in that. Up 4,000 people. We're getting there. We're getting there. There's no real movements between areas. Thousands of people infected in Saudi, but not a lot in the Middle East. We've only got 4. Um, we've got some DNA points popping up. In terms of Saudi, we're obviously infecting a lot of people. No one's dying, which is obviously, I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign, but nothing else is really going down, is it? So in terms of countries, it's not moved to anyone else apart from the Middle East. The Middle East is stuck at 10 people. So in terms of just countries, it's just Saudi that's powering the infected at the minute. Um, there we go. It's moved across border into East Africa. So we've got a lot more people now being infected, and Egypt as well. Here we go. So infecting a lot more countries now. Transmission, that's now at 11. So we'll go for that next when we have the points, as we will do now. So if we go to air, and then hopefully that will increase it quite a bit, as it has done. It's up to 1 million now. As we have planes now flying across, so we're now up to 9 points, which is fantastic. We're going to be up to a lot more than that in a second, as Egypt is just absolutely rifled everywhere. Private jets from Egypt causing chaos. Right, now we could get it from there, can't we? So what's that one? That's a coma. Abscesses, inflammation. We might want to leave that just for a little bit. We might want to go down this route. I think it's what the best route going to down next to now. Got planes going to Iceland, to India, South Africa. Everywhere's getting them. Yeah, we'll go for that. And then the next one we'll go for is the heat and things like that. Um, we'll go cold weather first, just because cold countries at the minute haven't got there. Um, the problem we've got is these planes that are flying from Egypt. Fantastic, because obviously it means that we've got planes flying from Egypt and stuff that have infected people on them, but it's not getting the countries up here that don't have planes. So we need to get them somehow infected. So we'll go for that. Go for the last one of that. So it's slowly killing people. Saudi's just closed its border for planes. In terms of symptoms, we do want to get that next at 25, just so if it does mutate, it mutates perfectly for us. We are slowly getting more and more countries infected, which is fantastic. Cure hasn't been worked on yet, so that's also good. 21, I just need 4 more points. It gives, 3 more even. Oh no, I do need 4 more because I need 1 more, don't I? There we go. So it gives us the coma, and then if it does then mutate, it gives us total organ failure, which is fantastic. So Saudi in total, everyone's infected. We've got all these red dots that show people infected around the world. The infection rate's slowing down, which is very interesting to see. I don't think I've seen any transfer via boats yet, which is interesting. So we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. We'll get those DNA points. And now we'll have a look at transmissions. Water's water is 12. I might get water next then, just to see if it's going to transmit via that a little bit more. Transmission via water. And then we'll go for that little dot there. So hopefully it transmits a bit more. Upgrade lets ships be infected again. Yeah. So ships can be infected, which would be good because then we can get more to these little Caribbean countries or little countries that normally wouldn't, like Madagascar now has just been infected. I think that area had already been infected, hasn't it? Yeah. So in terms of them, they are all infected. A little bit worried that areas like the Caribbean haven't been infected yet, so we'll definitely increase the water again, just in the hopes that it infects a lot more areas. The boats now are getting a lot of red just flowing around the world now on the boats. Some more DNA points, we're up to 9. How much is total organ failure? It's 33. So we need 33 points to be able to link up. Um, or just to kill off a lot of people, really. There we go, 33 points. So we'll kill off a lot of people with total organ failure. And then I'm hoping with the boats and stuff, we can get the boats going over to countries that I definitely need to get to, like New Guinea hasn't had one yet. Caribbean, I think. In terms of the cure's already started as well. So in terms of islands, yeah, the Caribbean. I think Greenland hasn't. New Guinea. So there's a few areas that like New Guinea's now been taken, but Caribbean and Greenland haven't. So I'm a little bit worried about them. But they have still got the borders open, so that shouldn't be a problem. Right, so we've got a few infected countries there. So up to 73 points. So in terms of transmissions, we'll do that. We'll also go for that and a bit of that. So we've just wasted all of our points, but hopefully that will increase for us going forward a bit more. It's killing very fast in Japan, apparently. Don't know if that's good to see or not. Maybe it is. 43 points now. We'll go for cold weather, and then we'll go some more symptoms like seizures, abscesses. Hopefully that then kills a lot more people off. So Caribbean at the minute still as landlocked as ever in terms of no one is going to it or from it. In terms of boats, New Zealand is loading the guys with the cure today. Caribbean's gone. Just need Greenland, and I think that's all of the island countries. Greenland, Finland, and Ukraine are the 3 that we need to get. I'm a little bit worried about Greenland because Greenland's border is not shut. No, it's not shut, but it could shut, which is the problem. So Finland's gone, Ukraine's gone, so we're literally just waiting on Greenland. We need one of the boats from these countries to go to Greenland and infect it. Otherwise, we are in a little bit of strife. We're on 86 points at the minute. We'll go for transmissions and we'll get that as our next port call. And hoping this border gets across to Greenland. Because at the minute, Greenland might be our only area that doesn't get infected again. But that Russian border still is with all those people in Russia. Hopefully, that boat that goes back across to Greenland will be carrying people that we need to carry. I think Greenland is the only country, isn't it? Greenland is the only healthy country at the minute. I think it always has been for us, which is so annoying. In terms of symptoms, then we want to go probably for tumours, don't we? I don't want to waste a lot of my money just in case close their border. So in terms of the thing that we've got, will it be able to reach there? If not, then we'll have to figure out a way of trying to get it. But I don't think we can get that now just because it's closed its borders, which is slightly annoying. We'll just go for the abilities then and just try and stop the cure. Um, and just try and kill everyone off. Getting a lot of points because people are dying, so we'll kill people. There you go. Hope that kills more people off. We can get more people dead. But unfortunate about Greenland again, but that was the risk we took with the way that we were doing this one, and just Greenland just didn't bite, did it? So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is at the end of the day. We could still get it because of the weird thing we had, but I don't think we're going to be getting it today. I don't think that's on the cards, as they say. Um, that's the infected rates going down. Canada has still not got a lot of infections. The coughing is mutated. I'm hoping that just out of nowhere this is going to get infected. But in terms of what it was previously, I just don't think they are going to do it. Which is slightly annoying, but it's what it is. Um, I've just wasted a lot of money hoping that the rest of the dead can definitely get me up to that cure level. Um, yeah, in Greenland, it's just not working, is it? Maybe that one is just for like landlocked countries that closed their borders, but I would have thought that it would have been all countries, but I could be wrong. I might have to do a bit of research into that method. I literally got that one just because I knew that something like this was going to happen in terms of Greenland. Because Greenland and what was the other one? It was Greenland and Iceland and then the Caribbean. Oh, nuclear explosion in France. That's the first time I've ever seen that come up on my screen when I'm playing this game. So nuclear explosion in France. Still, we're waiting on Greenland if they do want to tempt us into killing them. I think it's just going to be Greenland left, which is annoying. Unless Philippines. No, it's literally just Greenland, isn't it? Gotta be Greenland again. Unless somehow we can transmit over there, but I don't think we can. I've just wasted a lot of my points on that instead of cure, but I think it's just me waiting for death now. Um, infection rate is there. Just all those healthy people in Greenland. I thought that they would work. I thought it would work, but it hasn't. Maybe we went for water too late in terms of boats. Should have got it over there earlier. I think that's the only thing I would probably say that we did wrong. Um, so we probably want to do that next time. And I'll get boats. I'll get the water earlier, just so we can stop the rot that we always have from Greenland, uh, stopping us from killing everyone. So in terms of Greenland, they've got pretty much everything, haven't they? Everything sorted. Um, they are third in the world in terms of medical research, so I think they are flying a little bit high, probably for their own liking. um, too much for their own liking, probably. So we're literally just going to be 56,000 people short of killing everyone in the world. Greenland in their own little world, their own polar ice cap are sorted out, really, which is interesting. 6 million people left in the world, or 6 million, yeah, 6 million people left in the world. One country has stopped us again, and it's always one country. I think there's even a video titled "One Country" because it was just one country that stopped us, um, which is always fun to see. So we'll carry on getting through life, and as soon as this thing goes down, we can start afresh and go next episode and try and kill people off with the Prion, um, as it were. So infected rate, as soon as it gets to zero, it'll be game over. In terms of the cure has been fantastic in terms of the way that we dealt with it. Plane can keep flying around, but it stayed at 46 for a very long time, probably because there's no point working on it because you're about to die. It's gone up to 47. Again, it's just flying around, pretty hopeless at the minute. Um, and then when that gets to zero, which it has done, there we go. There's still some healthy people. But that is where I will end it today, guys, and I will see you next time where we try and kill people off with the Prion. And then we can go and hopefully get to the next stage. But I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.